Hello, this is Jeremy Goldstein from 3TP Ventures. On behalf of the Consolidated Housing and Neighborhood Reinvestment Plan project team, I'm excited to announce that we're moving into the next phase of the plan, where we turn our focus to identifying strategies and projects that can address Wilson's affordable housing and community development needs. To do this, the project team is hosting a drop-in meeting on Tuesday, August 31st at the 316 Douglas building, which is next to the Worthing Park. The drop-in meeting is designed for you to come by anytime between 10 and 6 to meet with us. Our task at the meeting will be identifying specific projects or strategies that address Wilson's housing affordability and community development issues, as well as identifying any roles that you may be able to play in advancing these projects. We'll talk more about the meeting in a moment, but first I wanted to remind everyone of the plan's overall purpose and where we stand at this stage. The Wilson Consolidated Plan aims to address affordable housing and community development issues that face the city's moderate and low-income residents. We're doing this by adhering to the mission statement you see on the screen. We chose this mission statement because it reflects our desire to attempt some bold strides in housing and community development, but to do so within realistic boundaries of time, people power, and finances. Through discussions, data, and site visits, we identified a range of issues and opportunities regarding affordability and community development. Ultimately, it's clear to us that the city needs to expand its pool of affordable housing stock, as well as expand the reach of some of the great community development and community stabilization services that currently exist. Like many cities, improving conditions for traditionally underserved communities is a particular need. But in addition to hearing a lot of needs, we see that Wilson has a lot of resources to leverage, from existing community services to public land holdings to private investment opportunities. To best address the city's needs, our strategy should reflect these identified issues and opportunities. With these issues and opportunities in mind, it's time for us to start identifying projects that address Wilson's affordability and development issues, leveraging resources and expertise both from within Wilson and from outside. There are countless strategies and actions that could be taken, and a big part of the final consolidated plan is prioritizing the specific set of strategies and actions that Wilson will pursue. So part of our task needs to be identifying the best fits for us. Project team members and city staff have already started a laundry list of potential project ideas. These project ideas address issues such as creating new affordable housing units, or improving the condition of existing affordable or potentially affordable housing stock, or improving specific sections of town, increasing community development services, and so on. This is by no means a comprehensive list, nor is there any expectation that Wilson will do all the things on this list. This really is just a starting point for conversation. The right projects for Wilson are the strategies that can be advanced in the next few years, with the support of committed partners and resources. And it shouldn't be strategies that take 5 or more years to get off the ground or have real unknowns or unavailable partners and resources. Moving towards that list of the right projects is what the stakeholder drop-in is all about. So we hope you'll take some time before the 31st to review this list, think about other types of projects that we may have missed, and then help us put some details behind as many of these projects as we can, so that the stakeholder team, the elected officials, the public at large can all help determine project priorities, knowing the pros and cons of each of these ideas. And that way, we all work together to find the best projects for Wilson. During the drop-in meeting, we plan to use this matrix format to flesh out the projects. Each project should have a name or other identifier, along with a project location when appropriate. Some projects will be specific to a location, while others may, be citywide. Each project should have a pitch, a brief summarization of what the project does, who's it's designed to benefit. Each project should have identified partners, the people and organizations who would implement the project. Each project should have a set of resource needs or other requirements, whether those needs are money, people power, administrative issues, legal, etc. And finally, each project should list any current unknowns. This refers to any missing pieces of information crucial to determining if the project is worth pursuing. Let's take a look at an example. Here we're examining a project that would upfit existing rental units that are currently ineligible for the Housing Choice Voucher program. And this project would be implemented citywide. The pitch states that we have more vouchers than housing units eligible to use them. Several city experts noted that many existing units don't have the resources or interest in upgrading to become compliant. This project would provide grants to property owners to make the units program compliant, and some benefit of the projects are also listed. The project will require the involvement of the Wilson Housing Authority, who in this example acts as lead agency, but such a project would likely include other city departments and nonprofits specializing in housing and finance. Based on research and conversation with experienced practitioners, it's estimated that such a program would cost around $25,000 per unit, give or take, and could require a matching private investment of $10,000 or more. Notably, such a project may be eligible for CBDG Neighborhood Revitalization Program grant funds through the North Carolina Commerce Department, though that grant is a sizable effort. Finally, some important unknowns as of today include the determination of personnel for implementation, such as staff persons and the type of organization that could do outreach. Additionally, some legwork is needed to see how many landlords and properties are both eligible and interested in such a project. So that's the kind of process we hope to follow for as many projects as we can during the drop-in. Here again is the list we have so far. Perhaps this list will help stimulate ideas for discussion or prompt you to be ready to fill in matrices for projects that most interest you. We'll be in the Douglas Street building all day from 10 to 6. Feel free to schedule a time to come by. Our email addresses, along with John Mork's, are here, or just drop in whenever it's convenient for you. Thanks, and we hope to see you on the 31st.